to the money. They know not to play when I step in. Build myself up like it's Tetris. I call her Nike the way that she check in. Give me that pin, I get reckless. I fuck this shit up every time cause I can and they jealous. I watch how they talk, if they cap, I can tell it. I get to the money, I want it, I smell it. I get to the money, yeah. Now go get to the money, 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 go get to the money.
Yo, this your boy DT. This final statement with DT, my special co-host AP. You can hear me, AP?
Yes, sir.
Good, man. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. I can hear you back in return, man. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just another day, another dollar, a Sunday. Tired, exhausted. Been a long week. All this snow, all this ice we done got the last 7 days, last 7 to 8 days. How you been enjoying the weather?
Man, I got two girls, so just snow days, man. Snow days in the house with the ladies, man. That's about it.
Man, I know. Hey, but you got that you getting that family time. So hey, that's one thing good out of it. You got family time, but we got all these cancellations of games though. That's what killing me.
Man,
Postponements.
who you telling? We were supposed to have a big one this weekend. Well, yesterday. But we'll pick it back up next Saturday. So looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
definitely looking forward to that. As everybody know, we had a showcase. We've been at Norfolk County yesterday. Of course, we had snow out yesterday, which it was nice. It was funny though because people up in like towards like Barrow County up on that area didn't get the snow. And Buford got it harder than everybody at one point. Cause they were talking about Wyoming. The people like we ain't got snow at 7 o'clock in the morning. They said we got a little bit. I looked at my window. We had a bunch, and it was none in the city. Cause my mom was out. She said I was out at getting her car service. I said you getting your car service? She said yeah, we ain't got no snow. I'm like we got plenty. I sent pictures. But by the midday, it was snow everywhere. Well, I don't know everywhere, but I know somewhat in Atlanta, but mostly North Georgia. How much snow did y'all get over there where you at?
Man, I don't know, but it was a lot. At least five, I guess, something like that. But I'll tell you this: in Charlotte, my wife brother,
Mhm.
Charlotte, man, they got 12 inches, man. I'm
Wow.
Yeah, man. He's sending pictures, snow everywhere. So,
Did they? Nobody got trapped in or nothing up there, did they?
well, on 85. So I saw this while ago on 85. They had to shut it down on
Really?
85. Charlotte, yeah, man. Like cars are just stuck on the highway. So, they,
What part in Charlotte? 85 or
mm,
Georgia?
Charlotte,
Okay.
yeah,
I about to say, cause I say they got stuck in Georgia. I said there must have been some really bad driving. 'Cause I don't think it was that. I know it was snowbird wasn't that bad to be stuck on the highway.
yeah, yeah.
But man, we're here to do what we always do. We definitely here to drop our top 10 in North Georgia, as well as I'm gonna drop my top 50, which AP did give me a heads up. It was his hardest top 10.
Man, this was too hard. And I want to talk about some teams that I left off that that really can be on this list. Really can be on this list. And I got them written down. So can't wait to get into the list, man.
AP got notes today, y'all. Oh, he really about business. He got his notes over there. So we know. Oh, so I got that okay, man. Got his notes and he prepared for the to talk about it. So when you drop his note, you hear this. It's an
Yes,
explosion.
yes, sir.
Okay, man. So like I said, I actually finished my top 10 last night. And it's gonna be I got a little shake up in my top 10 and a lot of shake up in my top 50 too. Um so we're gonna get into let's jump into this. Let's go and jump into our first one. Hold on. They're gonna be the for the first number 10, number 10. I got sound effects today, y'all got sound effects. At number 10, he has Pickens County. I got Jefferson. Jefferson made my top 10. Jefferson made the top 10, AP. Yeah, I that deserve that deserves this one. So it was a tough one. Somebody got booted out. And Jefferson, basically, I had to let me pull this up because I had this right here. I really wish I would have kept it up. Jefferson been on the road. They're on a 7-game winning streak. They're 13-6. We got to see them play at our didn't they played at our showcase
Hmm.
back at MLK Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day at Lakeview Academy. It was the first game of the day, was it?
First game of
Was
the day,
it
12
first
o'clock.
game? 12 o'clock, and they put on a good show. I love the performance. I got to do an interview with a couple of the players after the game and during the at halftime. It was awesome. Been watching these boys for, I mean, since right around the pandemic, a little after the pandemic, and they've been put on a good show. And I just think they finally deserve to make the top 10. I mean, 13-6. They number one in a region, 7-game winning streak, 6-0 in a region. I mean, they got some good wins under their belt. They done beat well, I almost said the wrong team. Cherokee Bluff. I know East Hall is been up and down, but they beat East Hall. They lost to East Forsyth, but only lost by 7 points. And I mean, yeah, definitely top 10 in North Georgia, AP.
Oh,
So you got Pickens.
no question.
Go ahead.
No question about Jefferson. So I picked Pickens, and the reason why I chose Pickens, I've been following these boys for a while, and they had a couple of losses against some teams. I was like, but then I just started looking at their schedule, and I'm like, they on a 4-game winning streak. They beat, and I'm telling you, Dawson County. From everything that I'm hearing, Dawson County is good this year. I don't know how good they are, but they are good. They beat North Hall. They beat Lumpkin County. Like that Lumpkin County win said a lot for these guys. And I was like, you beat a team
Definitely.
from Lumpkin County, and Lumpkin County, they up there. They in my top, in my top 5. So if you beat a Lumpkin County, yes, you deserve to be in it. But these boys they playing good basketball. Now they got a tough one coming up. I think Tuesday. They play Great Atlanta Christian. Great Atlanta Christian, first time they beat them, by 30. So let's see how they play Tuesday if they get to play that game. I'm pretty sure they probably won't. But that's gonna be their next biggest game. But yes, Pickens County is in my top 10.
Okay. I'm gonna say this in defense of Pickens County. I think they lost that game because they had to drive all the way to North Cross on a Friday, and they in Jasper County. That's a long drive for them. So I that's the only I'm gonna give them that. I'd say that's the reason they probably lost. They probably bus lag and tire and Lejar. God, I forgot what I was about to say, but I'm just saying I think that I'm gonna give them that one. I think they get back against GAC. I really do. Okay, so number 9, you have Jefferson, I have East Forsyth. And the reason I have East Forsyth there, East Forsyth have kind of made a slip in my rankings, but I think they still a well-balanced team. I know they lost against North Oconee recently, then they lost against Eastside. They lost against Eastside by 2 points. Did they beat Flowery Branch, or was that game canceled? Was that game rescheduled?
I think it got rescheduled, man. I believe.
Okay, I think because it was on Tuesday, and I know most schools are still out on Tuesday, Monday, and Tuesday this week. So I think it probably got rescheduled. But I mean, losing only about 5 points against Norfolk County away to me is a good loss. It's a good loss because Norfolk County is still one of the most powerful teams in the state of Georgia. But for you lose by 5 points is a good loss. I'm gonna be honest with you. They are. Oh, hold on. They are 4th in the region. Yeah, ooh, East Side and Cedar Shores above them. Okay. Oh, dang. But I still have East First. I still think they're a good team. I still they got a good chance of winning the region. I think Cedar Shores has a good chance of winning the region too. I don't know about East Side. I haven't seen East Side play, but I still think the East Forsyth boys are still good enough to fight and get a chance of getting that number 1 spot in region and walking out and beating Norfolk County, because Norfolk County has proven they are beatable. So we can see.
So mine's, I got Jefferson, and the reason why I got Jefferson, man, they on what's that? They on a 1, 2, 3. They on like
7
a 7-game winning streak, and out of that 7 games, they beat East Hall, they beat Cherokee Bluff, just some teams that we know of, and they beat more teams, but they do have another game coming up tomorrow, Tuesday, that they probably gonna have to play Wednesday, I believe, because I talked to the coach over there at Jefferson. But they playing good basketball. And them guys play physical basketball. They D up. The game that we saw, I mean, they hit 3 after 3 after 3, and it was an impressive game. So that's why I moved them back into my top 10. They was in my top 10 early, then they dropped out, and I moved them back in. And I'm going to talk about my number 8 team. Last time we had the top 10, why they not in my top 10 anymore, and we'll get into that later. But if you look at the last one, you'll see what I'm talking about. But that's why I'm Jefferson to number 8. I mean number 9.
So we both at number 8 have Habersham Central. I know they had a loss against Jackson County, which Jackson County seems like they turn it up right now. The way they've been playing. Did they play against Appalachia on Friday, or did they get postponed?
No, they didn't go to school none last week.
Really?
And they
must got ice bad up there.
Them and like Banks County, Raven County. Raven County went back to school on Friday after 11 o'clock, I believe, or 10. So
the ice must have been bad up in that part of Georgia.
Oh yeah, real bad.
Okay. So that's the reason why they got 2 games they got to reschedule. They played on Appalachia on Friday and they played Loganville on Saturday, so they got to reschedule both of those games. Boy, they gonna have their region play gonna start late in February, and then they got Clark Central coming up on Tuesday, which you think they go play? Is it bad up there? The weather still bad up there?
In Athens?
No, on Habersham Central.
Oh yeah. I don't think. I'm pretty sure they're not going to school tomorrow. I know they're not.
Good. God. Well, I guess those kids are gonna love that. There's a whoop. We're in the right county. We get a lot of days off up here, boy.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that bad. Then they got Winder Barrow a week from that day where they should be able to play that in Winder. But no, Habersham Central, I still think, to me, they still my favorite to win the region. Even though I know they 5-2 in their region play, they 16-4 overall. I know they took an L against Jackson County. I still see the win they got against Winder Barrow. And is it Avoco? Is it Avoco? They got to win against them. So I mean, we gonna see what's coming up. I mean, they on a bit rest because the last game they played was on the 23rd of January.
Yeah, that is right.
2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be over 2 weeks before they play again. Let me rephrase that. It haven't been 2 weeks yet, but it's gonna be over 2 weeks since they last played by the time they play again.
And that's going to be tough, man, because you got to think when school is out in the state of Georgia, you can't have practice. So them kids haven't been having practice either, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but Coach Yancey, he got good enough players that they'll figure it out. But I got Habersham just like you, man. I think they deserve to be the number 8 spot, and that's why I put it at number 8. But I will say this. That Jackson County loss, I'm telling you, I talked to their coach the other day on the phone, and them boys are playing good basketball. We actually saw them play, in that South Carolina, Georgia versus South Carolina challenge. And they was down, remember? And they came back and they ended up winning that game. So I'm telling you, they playing right basketball at the right time. So I think they're going to end up making a little run to get in the state tournament. So I think they will get in the state tournament.
Oh, look what I just seen. The region tournament is going to be played at Winder Barrow High School.
Ooh.
That's a disadvantage for all teams because y'all got to go on the Winder Barrow territory and play. That's going to be an interesting region play. Boy, now I'm starting to think Winder Barrow possibly could be a little bit more favorite to win. Maybe. I'm not saying they will, but yeah, they playing. It's a home tournament for them. So we're gonna throw out here. Here is number 7. We both got Cedar Shows at number 7. I'll let you kick it off first.
So the reason why I picked Cedar Shows, actually, I had them in my last time the rank came out. I think I had them around about 6, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or 5. But the reason why I moved them back a little bit, because I'm looking at their schedule. They lost to North Oconee. I'm not taking too much from that because North Oconee good. And Eastside is a good team. But the teams that beat, like, the next team that I have, you'll see why I picked them at number 7. But I still think they're playing good basketball. They got one of the better players in North Georgia by the name of DJ, the point guard. and they doing an outstanding job. Now, the next couple of games, they got Flowery Branch, then they got East Forsyth coming up Friday. Then they got Clark Central. That's a rivalry game. And then they finish up with Eastside. So they last. Then they still got Flowery Branch, but they last 4 games are going to tell it all, because 2 of them games are going to be tough for them. So we'll see how they finish out the season.
It's interesting because they lost both games. Let me see. They lost both games to Norfolk Coney, but they lost by less than 6 points and 6 points or less in both games. So that was a close loss. Um, I got them there. I mean, they lost to Norfolk Coney on the 20th. Then they won against Walnut Grove in Madison County, which are probably 2 great wins for them. They wins they should have won. Like you said, they got Flowery Branch coming up in East Forsyth coming up. I know they probably don't play it on Flowery Branch game because it's on Tuesday, but they probably do play that East Forsyth game, which is away on Friday. So it's gonna be an interesting week for them. I think they're very talented team. As you said, DJ plays for them. I got to watch him play this year and last year. I think he's a very talented young man. I think they got a good chance of coming in second, possibly third in a region. I know I'm not. I don't see them winning region. I still, in my eyes, I still think I got a good chance of seeing East Forsyth versus Norfolk County win the region. But it could be anybody. It could be anyone on top 14. It could be East Side, Norfolk County. I mean, it really depends on. I know some coaches look at who they got to play possibly in bracket play, especially when it comes to state playoffs, which they're like, I don't know if I want to win. I don't know when that region is the best. I'd rather make a deep run in the playoffs than win that region and have to end up playing this team or that team first. So it's gonna be an interesting next week for them. But right now, as we got them both in our top 10 at number 7. Here's what this going to shock you at. Number 7, number 6. You got Commerce. I got Lumpkin County. This is Lumpkin County first time falling on my top 5. After that L they took the other day, which I expect Lumpkin County not to take another L. I actually had favored them to finish the season with their only one loss. Well, with only one loss, and they lost 2 games in last week. One against GAC, the other one against Pickens. And the problem with my issue behind it is, and the reason why they fell out of my top 10, top 5, it was both home games. It wasn't like they went away, they lost at home. That's supposed to be your home. Now they were lost on the road. It possibly they could have still been in my top 5, but because you lost on the road, I mean at home to 2 teams I felt like you should have won. Yeah, it's tough. Then it was pretty bad losses because both of them by more than double digit. I don't know if somebody was injured, somebody was sick, wasn't there. Maybe you know more details on that, but it's like 2 losses that I felt like they shouldn't have lost.
I just think with them 2 losses, I think teams starting to figure them out, and they started off so fast, but I still think they're going to end up doing good. I still think they got a good chance of winning that region. They should win that region. But, Lumpkin County is not, I mean, they still going to be a good team. At number 6, that's still not a bad spot for them. But my number 6 is Commerce. Commerce is on a 7-game winning streak. And I told you from day one, I wanted to get them in there from day one. And I was like, once they get in, I feel like they're going to stay in because they got the pieces. I mean, they not beat Raven County, Oglethorpe, Putman, Elbert County, Banks County, Providence Christian. Then they beat Athens Academy the other day. So I'm telling you, they playing good basketball at the right time, and it's going to be that last game of the season going to tell it all. Because the last game they played Raven County, and them 2 teams, it's number 1 and number 2. Everybody feel like Commerce or Raven County should win state, and that's going to be a battle. And then I think both teams are going to make a deep run in state. So Commerce is playing good. I mean, the coach got them playing good basketball, and I can't wait to see how they finish the season.
Okay.
So that's why Commerce.
All right. So jumping in at number 5, you have Lumpkin County. I have Raven County. And of course, ever since Raven County lost to Commerce, they have been on a 5-game winning streak. They won some pretty solid wins. I only question that, even though I know you said they've been playing better, that East Hall game they won by 6 points. I felt like as talented as that team is, it should be about double digits. But a win is a win. They beat Banks County. All the other wins by more than 10 points. Like I said, very solid team. I always thought they were very talented since we've seen them since the fall league. They have always stayed in the top 10. I don't think they ever dropped out of the top 10. I know they've been all around from anywhere from the top 3 in the number 3 all the way down to as close as 8 or 9. And right now I have them sitting at number 5. They did move up. I think last week I had them out of the top 5. And they've been playing good ball. I mean, good wins. Should have had a better win against East Hall, but got a good chance, like you said, of winning their region. Got a good chance. I don't have them winning region, but they got a good chance of winning region.
Yep. And the reason why I picked Lumpkin County for my number 5 spot, they lost some games, but I mean GAC. GAC is the best team in that region, I think, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, GAC been beating teams, and then Pickens County in my top 10. I just saw what Pickens County been doing, so I'm not going to punish them too much, but the next 4 games that they have, I mean, North Hall, they should beat North Hall. They got Johnson. They're going to beat Johnson. They got Chestatee. They're going to beat Chestatee. Then they have White County. They should beat White County. So I think Lumpkin County should win out the rest of the season. So I want to punish them too bad because GAC is a good team in Pickens County. They playing right basketball right now. Good basketball right now. So they're going to stay in my top 5.
Okay. So going to number 4. And before we bring up number 4, I need to hold on before we bring. So I just want to do there because everybody may be surprised. Number 4, I have Fannin County. Number 4, you have Raven County. This is the first time Fannin County has dropped out of my top 3 since early December. And I'm gonna tell you, huh?
No, you go first. You go first.
So I know Fannin County has always been in my top 3 since the beginning of December. Fannin County still impressive. 6-game winning streak. Only lost 1 game. They still got some solid wins. Still think they're very talented group. They are number 2 in their region. I mean, I can't wait to see what they do. I think the team that's number 1 is Christian Heritage, which I don't think they have not played them once yet because they got them the last 4 games they got them twice. But they number 2. I think they're a solid team. I just think as of the last few games, they haven't really played that much comp compared to the team that took their spot. So you will see in a second. You got AP.
The reason I got Raven County because they on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game winning streak, and haven't played a lot of games because of the snow. But like I said, they number 4 for a reason, man. They got probably one of the best point guards in North Georgia, the best freshman. They got a big who can score, and I just feel like they're number 4 pick for me. So can't wait to see that last game of the season against Commerce. So that's going to tell it all.
And number 3, I have Commerce has jumped into my top 3. You got Fannin County. Commerce is my favorite to win a region. They're on a 7-game winning streak. They have already beat Raymond County, I think is the team they probably could beat them in their region. It will come down to those 2 teams. I got Commerce. Commerce been put on a good show. I've been watching. I mean, they've been tagging me everything. Every time they post something, they got some strong wins. And I think it really only loss they got is against if I'm not mistaken, who they lose to? They lost to Habersham Central. And that was at Hart County. They had to drive a long distance. I mean, they lost by 1 point. That was a They could have won that. They lost by 59-58. So they came down to the last probably 10 seconds, 5 seconds of the game. Hey, the better team won, but right now, Commerce is probably the third best team in North Georgia. I stand by that. I like this team. I got to see them play. The only thing I always say with all these teams, I have said it constantly over and over. I don't know if they got a legit bid to make a deep run in state, but depends on who they have to play in the state in their division and if there are any legit bids. That's the question. But as of right now, I have Commerce at number 3, and Commerce my favorite to win the region.
It's not a bad pick. I picked Fannin County just because they haven't lost 6-game winning streak. They gonna keep being the number 3 spot unless games will get knocked off or North Oconee get knocked off, and I don't really see that happening. But they next couple of games, I'm just looking at their schedule, they should win out. So that's the reason why I got Fannin County. So
And I'll let
everybody know who our last 2 picks.
I'll let two. Norfolk County and Gainesville. I mean, it's self-explanatory. If you didn't know that, then you just ain't been watching the show, or you just kind of lost in space because you know they're the top 2. And we could just discuss both of them together. Why you got Norfolk County at number 1 and Gainesville at number 2? I mean, Norfolk County number 2 and Gainesville at number 1.
Gainesville number 1 because Gainesville haven't lost a game. North Oconee at number 2 because I feel like actually they had the best player in North Georgia. One of the best players. I mean, you can look at Justin Wise, or you can look at your boy from Winder,
Jaron Samuel.
Both of them 1 or 2 doesn't matter. But I know who you picked first, and I don't disagree. 1 or 2, either way it goes. Both of them guys are outstanding basketball players. And
Definitely.
And Gainesville just got the best team. They got bigs. A great point guard who's getting highly recruited now. So, I mean, Gainesville number 1, man.
I pick back on everything you said. I mean, Norfolk County got one of the best players in North Georgia on their squad. 1 or 2 could be either or, whatever your preference and whatever how you decide your number 1 and number 2 players are. Gainesville is Gainesville. They undefeated. I think they're gonna be their Achilles heel though, being undefeated, because I feel like you got more pressure on you being undefeated. And I was saying last week when I did my show, I was talking about I did my Georgia rankings. I just did a show early in the day, and I said that as a coach, if I was coaching high school basketball, I would prefer to lose 1 game because I would not want to go a whole season go undefeated, then go into the playoffs, and you got a lot of pressure on you. And if you don't win, it's gonna look like a failure of a season because they say how you go undefeated and then you go into the playoffs and you don't even win. So give me an L. But I'm gonna tell you why I said last week. For anybody who didn't watch the show last week, what I did say last week is I feel like Milton gonna give them their first L. I don't think they're gonna go undefeated. I feel like Milton is when they play Milton at Milton, which is just Tuesday. I feel like Milton's going to get them their first L because they had trouble against Milton at home. And from what I was told from a couple of sources, I'm not sure. This is just from hearsay. The referees bailed Gainesville out. That's what I was told from people. That's the reason why Milton should have won that game, but it was bailed out by the referees. I don't know. That's just a word I'm hearing on the street. It could be right, could be wrong, but I heard from not 1 but 2 people. But I think Milton gonna give them their first. So I don't think they gonna finish the season undefeated.
You could be right. Milton got, it should be a good game. I don't think they're gonna play the game Tuesday because I think Gainesville's out of school tomorrow too. So they're gonna push everything back to Wednesday. So that's when I think that game will be played. But
and also Johns Creek could possibly get them. Oh no, that's a home game. I don't see them losing at home, but Johns Creek they only lost by 2 points. Johns Creek lost against them by 2 points. So,
yeah,
I mean,
hey,
Cedrica, they go probably get that. I mean, they got that. So
one thing I say about games, they found a way to win every game. You say whatever you want. They just finding a way to win. So I think they're gonna keep it up. I think it's gonna be tough to win state in 5A because man, you both know 5A is the best of this year. And but what they're doing out there right now is crazy. I mean, number one team in the state of Georgia. You got to get them. You got to get them guys respect where respect is due. So
That's why I say, why would you? What I would not want to be undefeated because everybody will say, "Oh, y'all undefeated." So once you go into the state playoffs, all these teams gonna be targeting you. Have a target, and they'll say, "Oh, so Gainesville undefeated, huh? Oh, so y'all 25. Oh, okay, bet. Can't wait to play y'all because we gonna give y'all your first L, and that's what every team gonna target." So I will already, me as a coach, I will. You know how they say in the NBA, you got a schedule loss. Some teams always have a schedule loss because they know they ain't trying to win the game, so it's a schedule loss on their calendar. I will want a schedule loss on my matter. No, I mean, it don't have to be nobody in my region. It could be somebody outside my region, but I will want that schedule loss. I will want to be undefeated. But some coaches like being undefeated. I mean, they want to say, "Hey, we went 25-0," but the question is, did you win state? That's gonna be the question, and we shall see.
you know, and I say this about them guys. I don't think they really made the schedule and like, man, shoot, we can go undefeated with this schedule. I felt like they made this schedule and be like, man, we probably could lose, 5 of these games, and they haven't lost 5 of them games. So I, them guys, I mean, they got a good team over there. The point guard really make them go. Then everything else just comes easy to them because the point guard just set them up and he plays so hard on both ends of the court. So yeah. But let's talk about some teams that I left off.
Go ahead. You got
The first team I'm going to talk about, and people may be like, man, you crazy. East Hall.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, so when we first came out with our rankings and we left East Hall out, and we had the North Georgia Media Day. It was at Free Chapel, and I could tell some of the kids they was mad because I left them out the top 10, and I left them off for a reason. I explained this, in our first couple of shows. Jamarcus was not playing. He went to Kennesaw. The Jordan kid left to go to Lumpkin County because his dad got the job at Lumpkin County on the girls' side. And then Bray didn't play because he was injured. And it was somebody else. I think that was it. But anyway, that's 90% of their offense. 95% of their offense. So and that's the reason why they had them guys. So now you bring it in. You have one player that got some experience, and then you bring in all these other guys who really didn't have a lot of experience. So you knew they was going to take their bumps. But Coach Dix, he scheduled a tough schedule. But if you look at their last three games, Oconee County, which Oconee County, we all know they ain't like one of the top teams in the state, but they beat them 55-51, and they beat them at Oconee. All right. Then Cherokee Bluff. Now, Cherokee Bluff is playing bad basketball right now. They're not playing good right now. But they beat Cherokee Bluff 81-72. And I heard from somebody at East Hall, like, they was on the verge of actually blowing these guys out. But they made some bonehead plays or whatever. And then they beat Monroe. They beat Monroe at Monroe. So they went 3 games on the road and won in big time environments. And then they were supposed to play at Lanier Christian. I'm telling you, East Hall have a chance right now in that region. They are in third. It's Jefferson at number 1. They 6-0. Cherokee Bluff 4-2. East Hall 4-2. Now, the thing about this, they play Jefferson, I think, Wednesday. If they beat Jefferson, they move up to the 2nd spot. And I'm telling you, it's anybody ball. It's anybody region now. I'm telling you, East Hall they clicking at the right time. I know their record is, what are they? They 6-14. But you might take this team and they might make a little run in state. I ain't saying they're gonna win state, but they gonna make a little run at state. Next team I want to talk to you about. I know people like, man, how you didn't have East Forsyth in your top 10? They've been in your top 10.
Yes, I want to know that too.
Okay, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why I did not have them in my top 10. So if you look at their schedule, I'm going back to it right now. All right, they last 4 games. They lost 3 of their 4. 3 of them. They lost to Cedar Shoals, they lost to East Side and North Oconee. Now granted, all 3 of them teams are really good. But you just can't lose 3 out of 4 and expect to be in the top 10. They still a good ball club. And I know they're going through some stuff. I know the coach sister going through some stuff. And I know his mind haven't been on basketball. And, it probably affected the kids. So I still think, like you, I still think they got a chance to win in that region. But they are not playing good basketball right now. They didn't get beat bad by any of them teams, but they lost. And that's the reason why I had them out, because I think they was on number 8. Yeah, last time we came out with it, that was my number 8 pick. So I had to put Jefferson because Jefferson playing good, and I had to put Pickens County because Pickens County playing real good basketball. And I got 2 more teams, and I'm going to let you have it. Winder Barrow is going to be, and you talked about it earlier, they're going to be really good. When it's all said and done, they could still win that region. And I think they might end up winning that region. It's going to be between them and Haversham. And the last team, Jackson County. I'm telling you, Coach Joe LaCroix, he is doing an outstanding job with them guys. It's all about defense with him. They playing defense, and the defense ending with easy baskets, easy layups, and they are playing good basketball right now. So Jackson County, Winder, I look forward for them next weekend being in my top 10. That's all I got to say about them.
Okay. I respect that. I get what you're saying on East Forsyth. I think they're a good team. I think they probably had some bad luck the last 3 out of 4 games. But right, you're right. A loss is loss. They can't lose those. But I know I still have them in my top 10. I ain't gonna lose no faith in them. But it's getting close. I mean, it depends on what they do against Cedar Shoals. If they lose against Cedar Shoals this Friday coming up, if they play again, they lose against them, they may drop. They could probably definitely drop out of the next one if they lose against them, because that means they lost against Cedar Shoals twice, they lost against East Side twice, and then they lost against Norfolk County, went 1-for-1. So they're gonna make them hard for them to either win, and they should beat Walnut Grove and Flowery Branch. I mean, definitely on that. Okay, good stuff on that. AP, good stuff.
Yeah,
Winder Bear, go ahead.
that is because you're moving on to the next one. So the top 4 teams go to state, right? So one
Right.
thing East Forsyth do not want to do, they do not want to be that 4th seed over here, because right now it's North Oconee, East Side, Clark Central. I mean Cedar Shoals, and then you got East Forsyth. You do
Yeah,
not
cause that 4 go gets number 1, whoever in that other. Yeah.
exactly, and that number 1 on the other side could be a monster. So if they want to be one and done in state, they better start winning.
Definitely. You're 100% right on that, because you don't know who you face at that number 1 spot, but sometimes you could get that win. But if you continue to lose and y'all get that 4th spot, then yeah, you may not win that first round.
Yep.
So let's jump into my second favorite part of the show when I talk about my top 50 in the state of Georgia. So this is probably one of my most difficult ones, because it's the season wrapping up, and then a lot of teams are playing region play, and the true colors are coming out now in region play, and the ones who actually been working hard throughout the season are winning, and the ones who've been skating by, now they kind of region play and they're not looking so well. So I'm gonna bring it up on the screen. Here's my top 50 in the state. So we got some of the same ones up at the top as usual, but we got some teams that kind of made a dip in my top 50 and some new ones that jumped up on my top 50.
I have one
Go
question.
ahead, AP. Go ahead.
So that number 1 and number 2 wasn't Gainesville number 1 last time.
Gainesville never been will have been number one the whole season.
Okay. I thought you had them. All right. I'm just looking at it. St. Pius is good, man. They playing winning basketball. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm being honest with you. I don't think Gainesville has a chance of beating Wheeler if they played against Wheeler right now. They couldn't. They'll lose. That'd be the first loss of the season. They won't play that game.
You think they could beat St. Pius?
Gainesville.
Mm-hmm. This should be an easy.
It'd be a good game. It'd be a good game. I'm not gonna say they could beat them, but it'd be a good game.
You think they could beat Decatur?
No,
Alexander?
I think Decatur could beat Alexander. No. If it came down to it, if it was a game, no, I don't. I mean, I got them number 2, but I like if it came down to it and came down to gameplay, I think Alexander backcourt is too tough for them. I think Decatur's in the paint, they ain't gonna be able to stop Tobias in the paint. They ain't got no. I think it'd be a tough one. I ain't gonna say clear cut. They can't beat them, but it'd be a tough game. It come down to the last 30 seconds of the game.
Okay, hey, I told you Peachtree Ridge, man.
Yeah, they don't jump. They've been playing. They don't moved up on the. I got them in the 30s. I don't know if they're gonna get any higher than that, to be honest with you, because I think a lot of teams above them are a much better team. But I mean, Commerce. You see, Commerce made a move.
I saw it.
Commerce number 41. Fannin dropped quite a bit. Jonesboro got beat by Stars Mill this past Friday. Coach texted me because I originally supposed to go to that game. Something happened with some issues. I got asked to go to another game, so I went to cover the game on Friday. You seen her cover, and he said, He said we upset Jonesboro. I'm gonna hit you up as soon as we do it. Soon as they beat him, I got a message from Coach about you missed a exciting one. I tell him, I said, what happened? He said, we beat him. I like, you beat Jonesboro after all the heat I've been getting from a parent from Jonesboro, how good they are, how I had them ranked too low, how somebody else's rankings was much better than mine because they had them ranked higher on their rankings list. I love when people y'all say others when they're more accurate than mine because they had them ranked higher. Y'all are a good team, but y'all not a great team. Don't put out there. That's why they drop. Like you can't. No disrespect. Love coach at Star Mills. They got a great backcourt, but Jonesboro, for them to be this caliber team that we always hear about, they're supposed to be this top team. Y'all aren't supposed to lose that game, and they lost. Who else is on here that I got to see Newen this past Friday. As you see, I tweeted about them. They're a really solid team. They moved up. My only concern is I like the way they play. It's just they make a lot of bonehead decisions when they with the ball and made a lot of turnovers. And they playing against a real. I'm not taking them against from Morrow, but they played against another top team like a Dutchtown. They would have lost that game. Who else on here? Lassiter, I got to see them last week play. I mean, it wasn't the best win, but they have no 5-star, no 4-star, no 3-star, no 2-star, no 1-star, nothing on their list, and they only lost one game so far this season.
Dang.
Yeah, all their kids are basically just out there hustling, playing basketball. You see, Hebron Christian jumped up into the top 30 right now for the first time on this list. Well, I mean, Norfolk County stayed on status quo. Who else? Woodstock stayed the same spot. I mean, it's a movement around. The Walker School dropped because they lost the game they shouldn't have lost. They lost to Padilla. They shouldn't have lost to Padilla. Only won like 4 or 5 games. I'm like, I talked to Lorenzo. I think it ain't Lorenzo. I hope I pronounced it correct. I said, how y'all lose that game? He said they took it for granted. So.
No,
what you think about Tuffy?
No, I like the list. I was just glancing over the list, and yeah, I like everything on there, man.
You see, Red McCown made they re-appear back in the top 50.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I mean that list is legit, man.
Yeah, so man, it was tough, but like I said, the next one gonna probably be even more crazy because it's really in region play, and we're gonna see what a lot of teams do. But I think that top, and you know what's funny? This is the first time I ever did this, and I'm just saying this. I'm actually saying my first time after I completed my list, I went to Matt's Prep
Mm-hmm.
to see what their ranking was because normally I don't look at their rankings, and my top 50 almost identical to almost most of their top 50. And I don't pull my, I want nobody thinking like, oh, he go to, no, I don't go Matt's Pro. I don't look at none of this stuff because I always tell people Matt's Pro is built, their ranking is based off a metric of wins and points. It's not based off the site watching the game. It built our metric is of points and wins and losses. That's it. And they don't tell the whole game. That's how I always tell. But they don't tell the whole, you can have a best record, but don't mean that tell the whole game. So
No, I like the list, man.
well, glad you definitely like it, man. It's been a great show. I'm glad we got to catch up. I know we last time we seen each other was on MLK Day, which was over almost 2 weeks ago, right?
I know, man. Snow, snow, and more snow, man. So let's
And
let's hope these snow days are over. But
I'm
it's
pulling up the schedule. It says Saturday. It says sunny right now. The high is 51, the low is 33. It better not change.
you look on that tomorrow and be like snow.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna throw my phone against the wall. It better not be no snow. It says sunny from Thursday until Sunday. I see nothing but the sun. I don't see no clouds. It's supposed to rain Tuesday and Wednesday. So
So when it rained Tuesday, what's the weather gonna be like?
low 29, high 51. On
Mm.
Wednesday, low 34, high 52. So is I don't think nothing gonna freeze, thank God. But just cross our finger because I don't need nothing. And what was perfect before I wrap it up, what was perfect is the games that we had scheduled on Saturday. None of them played next Saturday. That was so perfect.
Facts. Facts.
Cause most of the time they be the killers. Like shoot, they already got games scheduled that day. Then you gotta okay. The team can't play. Okay, we gotta move games around. And I think I don't know. Did you want to say about the fill in, the one who's switching in? Did you want to mention that on air?
Not yet, not yet. We'll
Okay,
put
okay,
that all out there tomorrow. Yep.
okay. Ben. All right, AP. Well, man, as always, it's good to have you on the show. We talk about Georgia basketball, North Georgia basketball. But before we go, do you want to tell everybody how they can find you?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram, Adrian Pillin Basketball, and also on Instagram, North Georgia Report, on Twitter, AP underscore B ball, and also on Twitter, North GA Report. Follow me on all my social media. And on Facebook, you can just follow me, Adrian Pillin Basketball.
All right, and I do want to give my final statement, which is a short one, easy one. Everybody stay safe out there. Stop driving crazy in this crazy weather because there's been so many crazy accidents out here that shouldn't have happened. I seen one. I didn't know it was gonna start snowing early on Saturday. AP. I got up and it was snowing. I thought it was gonna start right around maybe 1 or 2 o'clock because when they tell you a time is never correct. I got up and snowed there. So I was driving. I had to hurry up and drive to Walmart to grab some stuff. And I seen a car that went over and across. I guess they were turning, they slid and they hit. I don't know what she was doing. And it just people, the way they drive, I could tell that they probably speeding or something like that. But everybody just drive safe out here because insurance rates are going up. And if you don't want your insurance rates to go up, start having accidents.
And you would know about that.
Yes, I would know about that. So stop having accident because I see it all the time. I get all the call. Hey, why my rate going up? It has nothing to do with me. Even though you haven't had no accident. A lot of people don't understand when your rates go up, just because you have a good driving history, no ticket, it's because of your area. So if there's a lot of accidents, very congested, it's more accidents, which raise the rates in the area. A lot of people don't realize that. And they get mad when we didn't have no accident, we didn't get no ticket. That's true. You're 100% right. But your neighbor done had a bunch of accidents. They are suing people left and right. That's why so many attorneys out here you see everywhere you could easily sue. I mean, it's easy to sue. Get bumped from behind. Oh, I'm suing. You get $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. in a heartbeat.
You just taught me something. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's easy to swim the state of Georgia.
Wow.
All right, but this is your boy DT. As always, you know, you can find me on all social media platforms, which is DT Media Group LLC. Definitely check me out. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, X, Twitch. And I'm actually going to be starting my own. Let me see if I can bring this up. I'm gonna see if I can bring this image up real quick. Because I'm starting this. I don't think I got it on my computer. Do I got it on my computer? No, I don't have it on my computer. But I'm actually finna sign my first artist. He's a rap artist. So I'm about to manage him. So we probably working on detail. He got some good music. He's young. Actually, I coached him in basketball too. That's a funny thing. One of my former players, but he raps now, and his music is actually really good. I don't heard. I went to the studio with him on Friday. Well, he invited me out. I went to the studio to listen and watch him, his environment, and it was good. So definitely, I'm gonna do a bunch of different things. But I just want to tell everybody, you follow me on all social media. Get ready. There's a lot coming up this season. Next time we definitely gonna talk about our spring league. We're gonna talk about spring, so we gotta get that out there. So our next show we're gonna talk about that because we're gonna be after all the showcase. So we gotta start pushing that. So definitely get your teams out there signed up. And I'm looking forward to AP and AP. You stay safe out there. Glad you feel better this week, brother. And I know you were going through it last week, but I can't wait to this upcoming Saturday. God willing, no snow. We all living, breathing, and we get to see some great basketball.
Yes, sir. Always great show, DT.
All right, and this is your boy DT.
Get to the money. They know not to play when I step in. Build myself up like it's Tetris. I call her Nike the way that she check in. Give me that pin, I get reckless. I fuck this shit up every time cause I can and they jealous. I watch how they talk, if they cap, I can tell it. I get to the money, I want it, I smell it. I get to the money, yeah. Now go get to the money. 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 Go get to the money.